I, the evil master Eltmurf, shall choose my dance-off song of choice. Wait a minute. Where is Fredrail Dave?
Oh, I'm afraid we lost the rights to use Dave at the end of Fredrail 2. He was a big A-list actor, you know? And Fredrail 3 is basically a compilation film thing of a miniseries that was never fully produced. Same reason you look different. I am Fredrail Fred.
Haha. Whatever. Prepare to die in a dance that takes a lifetime to master.
One lifetime?
Yes, it takes one a lifetime.
Thing I shall master this dance. Once in a lifetime.
You may find yourself living in a shotgun shack, and you may find yourself in another part of the world, and you may find yourself behind the wheel of a large automobile, and you may find yourself in a beautiful house with a beautiful wife, and you may ask yourself, well, how did I get here? Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again. After the money's gone, once in a lifetime, water flowing underground. And you may ask yourself, how do I work this? And you may ask yourself, where is that large automobile? And you may tell yourself, this is not my beautiful house. And you may tell yourself, this is not my beautiful wife. Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again. After the money's gone, once in a lifetime, water flowing underground. Same as it ever was. 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 Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again. After the money's gone, once in a lifetime, water flowing underground. You may ask yourself, what is that beautiful house? You may ask yourself, where does that highway go to? And you may ask yourself, am I right? Am I wrong? And you may say to yourself, my God, what have I done? Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again, into the silent water, under the rocks and stones. There is water underground. Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again. After the money's gone, once in a lifetime, water flowing underground. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. Look where my hand was. Time isn't holding up. Time isn't after us. Same as it ever was. 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 Once
How was that?
Bad. It is now time for Fred Rail 3. Time to snoop around Rumpel's mansion.
You were not supposed to see me jumping on the bed, Fred. I will destroy you, Fred.
Time to run.
Got you where I want you. Goodbye, Fred.
Oh no, I'm trapped. Ah! Ouch! Where am I? I don't think I'm in the new world anymore.
Halt! Who goes there?
Just me, Fred. I was thrown into space and I landed here. Do you know the way to the new world?
Show your identification or prepare to die.
I'll be the roundabout. The words will make you out and out. I spend the day away. Call it morning, driving through the sun and in and out the valley. The music dance and sing. They make the children really ring. I spend the day away. Call it morning, driving through the sun and in and out the valley. In and around the lake. Mountains come out of the sky and they stand there. One night over, we'll be there and we'll see you. 10 true summers, we'll be there and laughing too. 24 before my love, you'll see. I'll be there with you.
Ouch, I was shot.
Hello, Fred.
Sans? Why do you look so weird, and what are you doing in Mexico?
Felt you're from the space world just as you. Regarding my looks, I don't know. I arrived here and after a bit I turned into this.
Oh no, what if the same thing happens to me?
Will, we're not the first.
We must get back. The US supposedly has flights to the old world where we can transfer to the new world. At the very least, we could hijack a rocket and fly back to the space world and go home from there.
No use, these soldiers are relentless. It's a good thing I'm already dead. The only reason you survived was because of Minecraft magic.
Minecraft magic? What's Minecraft?
I don't know, I just thought of it.
What if we use shields?
That would probably make sense. Let's grab doors.
Holy Trump nuggets!
Let's blow up these.
Die!
Do we have an escape plan?
Yes, we must run for it.
Ragged, sweated ballistic missiles, they got away!
Don't think they're getting away that easily. I put a bomb on the car they're driving in. Once the gas tank is fully filled, it will go kaboom!
I'll go into the gas station while you fill up.
Okie dokie, man.
Hello, I would like to purchase a thing.
My, you're not from here.
That is correct, clerk dude.
My name is Clark, the scientist clerk.
Hello, Mr. Clark. We are from the MRT New World. My friend in the car over there used to be like me, but he changed.
Oh dear, that's not good. I would like to perform a medical exam on you before you leave. Please, follow me into my labs. According to my medical exams, it appears you are suffering from a degenerative virus. I presume your friend must be suffering from the same thing from what you described. You're going to begin going through physical changes. I would like to monitor you and your friend. I might be able to develop a cure.
Very well, let's go.
Ah, it's finally full. Come on, get in the car.
Oh no, Sans!
Hello, Fred.
It appears your friend has further progressed in this virus. He now fully exhibits the traits of a real skeleton now with elements of sentience. If this virus progresses any further, he'll become nothing more than a dead body.
Oh dear, we must get back to the New World, but we need a vehicle.
Leave it to me.
Next stop, the airport!
Stop right there! It appears my bomb didn't destroy you!
What are you gonna do? Set off another bomb in an airport?
Hold on, wait a minute.
This man is going to set off a bomb!
No!
Finally, we've made it! Next stop, the Old World. Uh-oh. Sorry, passengers. It appears we've been shot by a missile or something. Huh?
We're gonna crash.
Ah!
Ah!
I'll be the round
It appears we're stuck in Texas. There's a nearby rocket launch site a couple of miles away.
We can launch ourselves back to the New World from there.
Wow, look, a rocket.
Oh no, the virus is progressing. We must get you back to your universe quickly.
Are you sure this is safe?
No.
4, 3, 2.
Roger roll, Endeavor.
Houston is now controlling. Endeavor beginning to.
Hello? Where am I? What a creepy place.
Hello, Fred.
How do you know my name?
You have finally arrived.
I've never been here before.
You created Fred Rail, did you not? They said one day you would finally arrive. All the death and destruction to those who resisted Fred Rail. Now they belong to us.
Right rail, right now. It is getting around and you ask how. Red wheel is great, it is also land. It is station original, Neverland. Red wheel, red rail. Oh yes, red rail. Right red rail.
was that?
A music video for Fred Rail. And now you will become one with Fred Rail. The last empty mind without Fred Rail in it. Creator, you will join us.
Nah, I'm good. Whoa, I was teleported.
Yes, Fred, we were recovered floating in between the space world and space. It seems that you fell into a gap, transporting you into an alternate universe somewhere in space and time. I was transported into a world full of mushroom people, plumbers, and turtles. They thought I was someone named Luigi.
Anyway, these nice people offered to take us back to our space world.
We're practically in the new world.
All the old paintings on the tomb, they do the sand dance, don't you know? If they move too quick, oh well, they're falling down like a domino. All the buzz on men by the night, they got the money on a bet. Gold crocodiles, oh well, they snap their teeth on your cigarette. Foreign types with the hookah pipe say, oh well, oh well, walk like an Egyptian. The blonde waitresses take their trays, spin around and they cross the floor. They've got the moves, oh well. You drop your drink, then they bring you more. All the school kids so sick of books, they like the punk and the metal band. When the buzzer rings, oh well, they're walking like an Egyptian. All the kids in the marketplace say, well, 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 well. Walk like an Egyptian.
Breaking news, a virus on the MRT. How are your warp tax dollars being spent by the government? What does the big boat industry not want you to know? Hello, I'm Kitty Cat Woman 231 coming to you live from the MBS building in Central City. Today we open with some breaking news. A strange virus is spreading on the MRT at a rapid pace. The virus seems to be affecting everyone and everything. Symptoms of this mystery virus are strange mutations, turning things into weird photorealistic versions of themselves. This city was once the bustling city of Whitechapel, but now it's indistinguishable from something straight out of a late 2000s video game. Yeah, I used to live down here by the canal, but then everything began changing and became all weird and hyper-realistic. This ain't no virus, this is a hoax made by the corrupt admods, I tell you. We all know who really released this virus. It was made by the liberal nationalist media owners. And now let's talk about the warp tax.
Sans, Fred, thank you for coming. I've been running extensive tests on this virus, which somehow affects everything now, and I have come to the conclusion that there is no cure.
So I'm just gonna be a skeleton forever?
It seems so.
Is there anything else you can tell us about this virus?
Well, I've isolated the virus. Biologically speaking, it shouldn't be any more severe than the common cold, yet it possesses some highly unusual characteristics that make zero sense. It seems to surround each molecule of a victim, analyze said molecule, and completely replace it with a new molecule manufactured by the virus.
Wow, it's almost like this disease was purposefully made. Is there anything else you can tell us about this virus?
Check your local libraries for mentions of a matter-changing disease. Who knows what treasure troves of information you may find?
Hello, do you know of any books about matter-changing diseases?
Check the mythology section under matter-changing gods.
Okay. Whoa, this is very important. I've got to tell Clark. Uh-oh.
I finally tracked you down, you little Clinton.
Nice try, buddy, but I was prepared. Eat lead!
Finally, I've got you where I want you. You are now a hostage of the United States of America. You will take me to your friends, or you will find out what it's like to be a victim of war crimes we won't be punished for. You are all enemies of the United States of America. You will return with me, or else.
Oh, really? Under whose authority?
Under the authority of the goddamn president.
Well, guess what, soldier? I outrank you.
Oh, do you now?
I am Agent Clark of the CIA. These people have brought attention to a potentially damaging virus that could destroy our country. Now you return. Or else.
Oh, motherfucking comic bastards. Oh my god, why the hell did I do this shit? Oh my god, a Fredwell production.
Are you really a CIA agent?
Yes. That's why we got through the airport so quickly earlier.
Oh, I thought that was just cut out of the film. Anyway, I discovered something really spooky about this virus at the library. Ever heard of a fellow named Elpmurf? At first I thought he was just an evil clone of Frumple who was out to get rid of Fredrail's epicness, but it turns out there is a lot more than we knew about him. Elpmurf, whose real name cannot be pronounced in our universe, is an ancient entity from another world. A long time ago, deep in South America, a meteor fell through a small crack in the universe. Some suggest this meteor was a probe intentionally set, others believe it to be an accident. The leader of an ancient indigenous empire saw the meteor and was curious. He had it brought to his palace. Beneath the burnt rock was a tiny purple crystal. When the emperor went to touch the crystal, something happened to him. He went insane. His servants recall him mentioning stuff about the future and the past, things about other civilizations across the globe, and about different leaders of large empires. The emperor grabbed the crystal and went into complete solitude for 3 days. When he returned, he was completely different. He behaved tyrannically, obsessed with perfecting the world. After several months, his subjects couldn't take any more of the emperor. The emperor's closest advisor, a man coincidentally known as Frumple, tried to talk some sense into the emperor. The emperor had forged the small crystal into a stake and rammed it into the advisor. Quote, "With this first victim marks the beginning of a new age," end quote, said the emperor. "Those who oppose me, like this man, shall be destroyed in my new world. You may call me Elpmer, the opposite of this man." Chaos went across the kingdom, and many suffered. Elpmer's efforts for perfection were running the kingdom to the ground. The emperor's second closest advisor went back to analyze the meteor's mind remains, looking for anything. He came across some orange powder that absorbed itself into the man. This man took the name of Frumple, also unrelated to the MRT1, to anger Elpmurf. Second Frumple confronted Elpmurf and used his abilities to squeeze the purple crystal's energy out of Elpmurf in an attempt to destroy him for good. However, right before Frumple 2 was complete, Elpmurf used the last of his abilities to make himself immortal and teleport himself into the future. Legends suggest that this would have erased Elpmurf's memories. Legends also suggest destroying Elpmurf's physical form would release the entity inside.
Plot dump doesn't explain where the virus came from, though.
Oh yeah, I forgot that part. Apparently, in order to increase the perfection, Elpmurf used some of his powers to enhance the process. He created a highly contagious, constantly changing virus that would spread the perfection process. After Elpmurf was basically destroyed, the virus stayed in a dormant state, only to have typical virus side effects.
Well, that explains a lot. Wait, but if this virus returned to its magical form, wouldn't that suggest Elpmurf got his powers back or something?
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention I destroyed Elpmurf in an epic dance-off earlier.
By destroyed, you mean you simply were better at dancing than he was, right?
Wrong. And thanks to his epic dancing skills and the awful abilities of this mortal body, he released me. Ha ha ha, I'm non-corporeal now, idiot! Thanks to you and the process of time, my virus has spread everywhere. With my abilities, I've enhanced my virus back to its original state. I will convert this universe into one where I can exist fully with all of my powers. I will be a god, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. Perfection is imminent, resistance is futile. Now, who should I possess? Can't stay non-corporeal forever in a universe that focuses on physicality.
Castle and Protocol are pretty realistic builders, though Castle is no longer with us, so Protocol pretty much.
No, Sans, why?
This realism will come in handy. In a world made of blocks, he must have put in a lot of effort. Too bad I'm going to have to possess him. I see he was quite skilled at his adaptation abilities. See you in a new body, fools!
What is that thing? Ah! This new body is mine. Now that I'm not trapped in one, I can actually manipulate it to do my bidding.
We bring you this special emergency MBS report. The virus has affected everyone and everything. The new world is collapsing. We tried to ask the staff if they had anything to say about this, but they were locked in the AdMod building when a giant MC Protocol ate it. We would show you this on video, but our camera person was consumed as a dessert. This is KittyCat11231 signing off.
Nobody would expect a realistic builder to unleash a wave of pure realism on the world. This must be quite a shock. Haha, get it? 'Cause I possessed you with a lightning bolt?
It's not really cool, man. You gotta release me. You can't just go around changing the world like this. It's cool to make things realistic, but no one really wants to be trapped in reality, you know? Bro, isn't like that.
Quiet and stop resisting me. You can't hold out forever. Soon your mind will be gone and there will be only me.
I've recalibrated this laser gun to emit stunning bursts of energy that should dislodge Eltmer from your friend's mind and turn him back to normal.
Go for it.
Oh, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just glad to have that guy out of my head.
You ding-dongs! You think you're so smart? Well then, Mr. Scientist, your body is now mine!
You funk muffins.
Hey Protocol, wanna go on a bizarre adventure to find the ruins of an ancient meteorite somewhere in a lost civilization in South America?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sorry guys, if you're looking for meteor remains, we moved those to a museum up in Washington, D.C.
You!
Oh, not you again.
I've lost my job because of you and your dumb CIA agent friend. Apparently committing illegal war crimes against hostages isn't in the best public image of the United States of America. If that's so, how come I've several gotten away with it before? But now I'm no longer a U.S. soldier. I can commit whatever crimes I desire.
That's not how it works.
Also, isn't it illegal or something to wear a uniform when you're not a member of the military?
Shut up! It's time to die!
Please, this is an important mission. We don't have time to fight.
It's too late for that!
Have you ever considered that your aggressions are perhaps a byproduct of a terrible childhood? Perhaps your parents neglected you, or worse. Whatever emotional damage you've suffered from, it's okay. We're here for you.
Yeah, man.
Oh wow, no one's ever offered to be there for me like that. I'm very sorry for causing you guys so much trouble. I didn't have the best childhood. I'll help you guys from now on to go get whatever MacGuffin you guys need. I'll escort you back to where you guys came from.
Thank you. I've gathered clumps of the meteor in my pocket. We have no time to sort through, though. We need to get back. Eltmurph, this needs to stop.
What are you gonna do? Kill me? I am immortal, physical or not. I cannot be destroyed. My old pal found that out the hard way a very long time ago. And it's not like you could trap me in an alternate universe. You haven't the powers.
Wanna bet? Although your buddy Frumple2 merely found magic orange crystal dust, we took the time to search the meteor as we traveled back. Let's go get him, guys.
No. What are you doing to me?
No, stop that. If you want to play games, so can I!
No! I'm sorry, Eltmurph, but I must banish you to a world of pure chaos and nightmares. An utter hell.
No!
I think Fred Railfred did it.
I think he sure did.
I wonder where they went. Perhaps one day I shall do a science experiment to find out. Whatever the case, Fred did good.
A true patriot to his home country.
Hey, I wonder how Fred the Time Lord has been doing.
Yeah, I haven't seen him for a bit.
Who?
Fred the Time Lord and Fred Railfred sure look alike.
Let's go grab some coffee, guys. It's on me and my freedom bucks.
Tied to a chain, but you run anyway. Fall flat on your face.
this morning. Got out of bed. Went to the kitchen. Ate some breakfast. Kept on my PJs. Working from home. From the computer, getting everything done. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I am, and we all are, staying at home. Time passes quickly. Already noon. Best part of my day when I get to eat food. Go to the kitchen, make myself a bite. Looking out the window, no one's in sight. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I am, and we all are, staying at home. Wrap up my work day. Head to the couch. So now I'm a hero for not going out. Reading the headlines. Avoiding the stores. Doing all that I can by staying indoors. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I am, we all are, staying at home. Staying at home. Staying at home. Staying at